know something? Hyperturbo Scooseball is the bee's knees!
Wig wiggity, welcome back to the greatest form of unlicensed entertainment since Micro Machines on NES. I am, of course, talking about Hyper Turbo Scooseball featuring the Lock of the Week. The Lock of the Week is 3-1 going into Week 5, and it's all thanks to the stars. And no, I'm not referring to the celebrity stars, as in the cast of Happy Gilmore 2. I am, of course, talking about the Dallas Stars. Okay, maybe I'm not talking about the Dallas Stars, but more so talking about the star logos that symbolize the Dallas Cowboys. Because on Thursday night, the Cowboys finished the game with a 5-point lead, reminding everybody at home, including Daniel Jones' own mother, that the Giants are not a very good football team. And because of this, the hierarchy of the NFC East is in shambles, especially after these two football games. The brotherly shoving Eagles go down the rankings after getting throttled by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 33-16. And not so much climbing, but yet charging up the NFC East rankings is the Washington Commanders. The Washington Commies' woes at quarterback are now in safe hands, thanks to rookie Jaden Daniels in the driver's seat. But credit for the Commanders' success also has to be given to Coach Dan Quinn, who left the sinking ship known as the Dallas Cowboys defense to spearhead some success in Washington after they beat Arizona this weekend. And here is a free tip for all these gambling fans tuning into the show. If a weatherman tells you to bet the under in a football game, you do it! Because when it rains, it snores in New York, as struggling Aaron Rodgers ran 5 times for 26 yards, while star Jets running back Breece Hall ran the ball 10 times for only a gain of 4 yards against the Broncos. Both teams combined for less than 20 points, and one rainy day, with the final score being Denver 10, New York 9. The Jets will meet a strong Vikings team who are coming off a win in Wisconsin's Fortress of Solitude, Lambeau Field. They will be playing in the UK, and that means the preset those coffee makers, waffle flippers, and eggs Benedict machines, because UK NFL games equals breakfast NFL games. Before we follow Mr. Rogers and Mr. Darnold to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, we must follow up with Titans quarterback Will Levi's audition for the starting role in Miami. Will got started off great. The score was low, the Dolphins' offense was not doing great either, and Will Levi had not yet made an ass out of himself. Yet, alas, whilst Will Levi was running for a first, somehow he made a problem. He managed to trip on his untied shoelaces and somehow gave himself a Chattanooga shoulder breaker and had to leave the field. A man then arose from the Tennessee bench, and before he put on his helmet, he said, "What I'd like to have right now is for all you mumbling Miami sweat hogs to keep the noise down while I take the field and show every woman at home, including Daniel Jones' own mother, how a real quarterback plays Tennessee football." And that man was ravishing Mason Rudolph, and he led the Tennessee Titans to a 31-12 win. Better luck next time, Will. With the NFL's return to the UK, breakfast NFL games means that I'm going to need a rock-hard gut to keep all this beans on toast and blood pudding down. And in Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, Aaron Rodgers is hoping for rock-solid defense and rock-solid tackles and blocks, because the Vikings have been gobbling up opponents' quarterbacks this season with ease. The Jets are hungry for a win in London, but I'm going to go with the Purple People Eaters in this game. Now, when I think of the word pain, 2 things come to my mind. No, New York Giants fans, this joke is not at your expense. When I think of the word pain, I think about Clubber Lang in Rocky III and my friends who are Cleveland Browns fans. Will Deshaun Watson be outperformed by a rookie in Week 5? Ordinarily, I would say no to this question and recommend the asker of said question some turmeric and colloidal silver to help improve their critical thinking skills. But not this time. This time, the rookie's name is the Washington Commanders' Jaden Daniels, and he is the best quarterback Washington football fans have seen since their name and logo culturally appropriated indigenous peoples. The Washington wagon rolls on, and the Browns don't stand a chance. And speaking of not a chance, that seems to be the mutual feeling between Davante Adams and the Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders are in Denver, and it's up to Vegas ace Gardner Minshew to show the Broncos crowd that the silver and black are built to attack and be competitive in this football game. And after beating the Bills, Brett's Baltimore Ravens will meet with the Bengals in their rivalry game, and nobody could be more ready for this one than the fans. Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, is there enough yardage on the gridiron to contain these two behemoth offenses? I'm going to like the over in this game. And in LA, SoFi Stadium has been great hosts to magnificent events in the past. This week, the LA Rams welcome the Green Bay Packers to SoFi Stadium. The Green Bay Packers have played consistently as a unit through wins and losses this year. In fact, they are so good as a team, it does not even matter if Jordan Love or Malik Willis get the start at quarterback, as they both have the keys to the Jaguar now. When Bill Shakespeare wrote the line, "Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo?" he had no idea that CBS commentators would be repeating said quote during Packers games. Romeo Doubs has caught it all in his time in Green Bay. He has caught 30-yard passes, 40-yard passes, 50-yard passes, wide rights, inside lefts, and even over 20 Pokemon. In the coming weeks, Romeo Doubs will be asking his bosses to bring Davante Adams back to the pack attack to share some of the wealth on offense. And sometimes when we look at the lock of the week is sometimes chosen by coaching or offensive prowess, or sometimes the lock of the week might be based off of 20-year-old statistics. But this week, the lock of the week is chosen by whether or not a said football fan's hat can be eaten with a side of crackers. So whether it's Jordan Love or whether it's Malik Willis, the Green Bay Packers are the Hyper Turbo Excuse Ball lock of the week. Do 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 do. Oh, Green Bay Packers, the Green Bay Packers eat their hats with a plate of crackers. I said the Packers, the Green Bay Packers. It looks like you're the lock of the week. Packers! Packers!